Hello all.
Sir, you can start the session, sir. We are good to go. We are live.
Okay. Hello all. Hope you all have performed your exams quite well. And on behalf of AKS, we wish you to see in our mains preparation courses and take forward this success story furthermore. And here we are to discuss the polity questions that have been asked this year. Compared to last year, last few years, we see the number of polity questions to be less. And in a way, like it was expected only because before year, it was way more than what it used to be. So now even no less, almost 10% of the questions have come from polity. Before getting into the discussion, a small tip is that past few years, the trend was visible. This year it was furthermore clear that studying a single book won't help. It has to be a conventional knowledge coupled with current affairs. As usual, NCERT. These things all should merge together. And past year's paper, whatever exams UPSC has conducted, be it the past civil service exam or NDA exam or this EPFO exam, these kind of exams where the syllabi meets, the questions, though not repeated, but a clue you can get from those questions. Many questions, even some of the questions this year, not in polity, but other subjects generally seeing the paper. Even from net exam, it has been taken. So, likewise, questions are taken now. So, when we analyze the paper, these are the takeaways we should have, that our preparation becomes fulfilled. Anyway, let us get into the discussion of polity questions. Here in this, if you see, consider the following statements. A bill amending the constitution requires a prior recommendation of the President of India. This statement is wrong. When this statement is wrong, let us first see. One is wrong. One should not be there in answer. Correct is what they want from us. One should be there in answer. Just seeing the first question, first line, answer we can arrive because that is plain truth. Okay, B is the answer here. No doubt about it. So when a constitution amendment bill is presented to the President of India, it is obligatory. Yes, he shall give his assent. There is no veto power for him. The constitution amendment bill must be passed by both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha by a special majority, and there is no provision for joint sitting. An absolutely correct one. So B is the answer. Pretty straight. Okay, let us see this question. The Constitution of India classifies the Constitution of India. Here also correct we have to find. Classifies the ministers into 4 ranks. Cabinet Minister, Minister of State with independent charge, Minister of State, Deputy Minister. Constitution of India speaks about Council of Ministers. That's all. One place it says about Cabinet, 352. Other than that, about Minister of State with independent charge, without independent charge, Deputy Minister. It is not there in the Constitution. Let us make it short that it is wrong because Constitution doesn't specify it. The rules relating to it and the laws, in fact, it's the rules that have been made out for the conduct of business. From Article 77, it emanates, where the President will make rules. Through that, you can find out these kind of divisions being made. So in Constitution, it is not there. One is not there. The second one, total number of ministers in the union government, including prime minister, shall not exceed 15% of the total members of Lok Sabha. Article 75 1A. If you see, 91st Amendment Act brought this. So it is crystal clear, 2 is right and B is right. Now let us see this, this question, third one. Which of the following are exclusive powers of Lok Sabha? Exclusive power, very important. We have to note it. This is exclusive power. One, to ratify a declaration of emergency. Yes, Lok Sabha does ratify declaration of emergency, but it's not exclusive power. Rajya Sabha also should ratify within 1 month. One shall not be there. One shall not be there. Not an exclusive power. Let us see two. To pass a motion of no confidence against Council of Ministers. Only in Lok Sabha, no confidence motion can be signed. It's correct statement. Okay, correct answer. 2 is correct. Let us see. Anyway, 2 is correct. With the option, we can arrive. B as answer. Anyway, we let us see. To impeach the President of India. Lok Sabha has a role in impeaching the President of India. But if you see, Rajya Sabha also has equal power. So 3 is also not there. B is the answer. Pretty straight again. Now, anti-defection law. Consider the following statement. The law specifies that a nominated legislature cannot join any political party within 6 months of being appointed to the House. Here the thing is, cannot join. He can join. Reverse question. A straight statement, they have reversed and made it wrong. That's all. 1 is wrong. 1 should not be there. Let us see 3. The second now. The law does not provide any time framework within which the presiding officer has to decide on defection case. Yes, pretty straight. In fact, that is a criticism of anti-defection law. The 52nd Amendment Act also. So B is the answer here. Okay. Now, consider the following statements. Attorney General of India and the Solicitor General of India are the only officers of the government who are allowed to participate in the meetings of the Parliament of India. That is normally a thing that will be said, that the words only, should be, and all these kind of deterministic terms, if they are in a question, mostly the statement would be wrong. Likewise, the statement also, they are not the only one. Vice President is also officer. So not the only one. In this is a wrong actually. Okay. According to the Constitution of India, the Attorney General of India submits his resignation when the government which appointed him resigns. According to Constitution of India, Article 76 speaks about Attorney General, and there is nowhere it says that Attorney General should submit his resignation immediately the government resigns. So it is not there. So it is not there. This is also wrong. Okay, and so neither 1 or 2. D is the answer here. Next one. With reference to writs issued by the courts in India, consider the following statements. Mandamus will not lie against a private organization unless it is entrusted with a public duty. True. Against private organization, mandamus won't be there. So unless it is absolutely right, 1 is a right one. If public duty it has, then obviously yes, mandamus is there. Mandamus will not lie against a company, even though it may be a government company. Actually, government company, if it is there, mandamus will lie. This will not lie is not there. Let us see the third one. Any public-minded person can be a petitioner to move the court to obtain the writ of quo warranto. Here, this question seems to be in, so only second and third. I just ticked here. If you see, government company, any government public sector company, yes, obviously, mandamus can lie, not at all a problem. So will not lie, this is a wrong actually. So here if you see, any public-minded person can be a petitioner. Is it so? There lies the whole, this one. Yes, there is a catch here. Quo warranto, usually courts don't relax locus standi, but judgments are very clear, which says locus standi is relaxed when it comes to quo warranto. It can also be relaxed actually. So locus standi is relaxed when it comes to this quo warranto. Hope it is understood. Okay, so that is there. So this is wrong. 1 and 3 is the answer. C is the answer for this. C is the answer for this. It is relaxed actually. So here there is a catch because subjectively they have given. That way it would be a little more confusing. C is the answer here. With reference to Deputy Speaker of Lok Sabha, consider the following. Okay, let us see here. As per the rules of procedure and conduct of business in Lok Sabha, the election of Deputy Speaker shall be held on such date as the Speaker may fix. Yes, Speaker fixes the date. Speaker selection, President fix. Speaker selection, President will fix. And for Deputy Speaker election, Speaker will fix. No doubt about it. The only confusion what may come for us is where it is written. Obviously, these are in the rules only, and these rules are made by the through Article 77. Rules of President will make the government. The Constitution has given the power to the President to make, and the Council of Ministers headed by PM advising the President will make the rules. Accordingly, these rules have also been made, and Speaker fixes it, and it is a right statement. One should be there in the answer. So let us cut off these 4 statements are there. Let us make it easy. There is a mandatory provision that the election of a candidate as a Deputy Speaker of Lok Sabha shall be from either the principal opposition party or the ruling party. There is nothing mandatory in that. 2 shall not be there. There is actually nothing mandatory here. There is nothing mandatory here. Third one, the Deputy Speaker has the same power as that of a Speaker when presiding over the sitting of the House, and no appeal lies against his ruling. Absolutely right. There is no second thought to it. 1 and 3. Already we have arrived at the answer. Let us see. The well-established parliamentary practice regarding the appointment of Deputy Speaker is that the motion is moved by the Speaker and duly seconded by the Prime Minister. Such a statement doesn't arise. Already we have eliminated. So no need to break our head more. Now let us see the next one. In the Government of India Act 1919, the functions, okay, so A is the answer here. In the Government of India Act 1919, the functions of provisional government were divided into reserved and transferred, which diarchy in provinces. Which of the following is treated as, okay, spelling mistake, as, okay, reserved subject, as reserved subjects. So reserved subject are those subjects that are there for the Governor General. He will decide upon, he will take a call. And other list, it is given to the transferred to the elected members of the provinces. In this, if you see, administration of justice, these 4 are given. Sir, who will read all this, sir? Will it not be tough? That is where people should understand one thing. Administration of justice, land revenue, police. Are we sure or not? We may know, we may not know, leave that. But I am saying another thing. See here, local self-government. Part 9 and Part 9A, we all study. It is taught everywhere. In books also it is there. And if you take any book, there it would be written. This history of local self-government. And in 1919 Act, it was a provisional subject. In 1935, also it was a provisional subject, and it was a transferred subject. So this is a transferred subject. This is transferred subject. They are asking reserved subjects. So you can know only 2. Take it this way. I know only 2. Okay, so 2 is not a reserved subject, it's a transfer. 2 should not be there in the answer. 2 should not be there in the answer. Now, arrived. Answer arrived. C. There are people I am seeing, they say elimination technique has gone. This is also elimination technique only. Easy only. Then, if a particular area is brought under the 5th schedule of the Constitution, which one of the following statement best reflect? Nowadays, last year also, definition of state best reflect. Now also best reflect. Listen. This would prevent the transfer of land of tribal people to non-tribal people. Correct only. This would create a local self-governing body in that area, Tribal Advisory Council. Correct only. This would convert that area into union territory. Absolutely wrong. The state having such areas would be declared a special category. Nothing like that. Okay. C and D we can eliminate. A or B. Sir, why sir? See, the most important item. So a particular area brought under 5th schedule according to the Constitution. Which one of the following statement best reflects the consequence? The consequence is that that area gets Tribal Advisory Council. President declares a scheduled area. Governor will have a role. And the Tribal Advisory Council has a bigger role in administration policy making, particularly policy making of that area. So here there is a catch. Local self-governing body. What do they mean by it? UPSC alone knows. It's an ambiguous thing. Yes. This would prevent the transfer of land of tribal people to non-tribal people. Yes, in 5th schedule areas, this is also an important item. So what I will say in this question is that safer bet, leave it to UPSC. A or B. You can argue for both. You can argue for both. I will go with A or B. Let us be candid here. Okay. This is the reason why I am saying, and accordingly I am saying this. Both are there important only. What meaning are we going to give for this one? Because that area, state cannot, Panchayat law, Part 9 automatically cannot interfere into Schedule 5. There, PESA only can come. And again, lot many of, even Parliament made law to implement, there are certain restrictions. So when such a case is there, a local self-governing body, what definition best reflects, they ask. Again, this is not straightforward. This are the answer also. It says best reflects. So ambiguity is there. In that way, if you see, I will better put it that A or B, any of it is an answer. Any of it is an answer. Okay. So this way it is there. With this, the prime questions that relate to polity is ended actually. 9 questions. Cripps mission, another one question used to be that history also. That also, it's a simple question, can be taken in history also. So our institute would have discussed in history part that one, more related to the historical continuity, but also Cripps mission question. So 9 purely polity related, and 1 you can include also 9 or 10 as far polity related question. So this is what we have this year, and hope you all might have done, easily done. Little 1 or 2 places tricks are there. Speaker question, deputy speaker question. You cannot say how they can ask these kind of question. 1, elimination is available. 2, more importantly, current affairs it is. For a very long time, deputy speaker has not been appointed, which is there in news actually. And our AKS current affair material, if People would have read, students would have read properly, diligently, religiously, take it from me with the convention and this, our notes, current affair notes, 100% you could have attempted that question also. These are analytical. There you have a little bit of a thinking is needed. And that's it actually. So with this, we end our discussion, and don't wait for anything. Think that you are clearing, start preparing for mains. We are very eager to see you back in preparation. Okay, mains preparation, start preparing. Okay, thank you all.
Thank you, sir.